Crystal. What's up? Corey, Jackie, what's up? Yes, had a very nice time on vacation. Thank you very much. Well, I'm glad that I was missed. You guys can help out. Like that screen. How about with a live goal? Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. If you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the guest box and let's have a conversation. We'll start taking guests here shortly. Welcome to friends. Welcome to friends. Glad you guys are there. See you guys. Once again, guys, start liking that screen. Help out with the live goal, and let's get things rocking and rolling. You got it, Sci-Fi Modeler. You got it. Thank you, Bixby. Missed you guys too. It's going just fine, Kitty. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Glad to be back. I still listen to Zal Milan. Guys, how about let's knock out that little live goal? Our friend Crystal knocked it out. Thank you, Crystal. Appreciate it. We got a new one here that we're going to rock out. If you guys can help out with that one too, appreciate it. Keep liking that screen though. Let's get those likes rocking and rolling. And if you voted for Donald Trump, I'd like you to hop in the box, and that would be great. And then let's have a conversation. All right, that'd be great. Get in my box. Yes, I did. We had a nice Christmas down in Oaxaca. Tyga, Dave, cancel, been all over TikTok with their crap. Yeah, sure. Well, we haven't seen Tyga in a while since you guys paid to have him permanently banned. So, get a decent debate from MAGA? Probably not. Have a lot of snow. We got a couple inches last night. Not much here. Believe it or not, they got more south of where I am than north of the city. So it's fun. It was snowing when I landed last night, which was interesting. That was fun. Rob has been popping more up lately. Well, okay, maybe we'll see him tonight. Nick Fuentes, 2036. Oh, that's interesting. You should come and tell me about that, Chad. Thank you for all the welcoming back. I appreciate you guys welcoming back. Thank you. Here, Chad, I'll invite you up. Come on up and talk to me about that. That'd be great.
What's up, brother?
Hey, Chad, how are you doing? Can you tell me your age and the state that you voted in, please?
Yeah, 22, South Carolina.
Cool. So I'd like to ask, would you like to maybe discuss one of the subjects I have above or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
Let's see. What is the first? Okay, he isn't Christian? Yeah, he's definitely not Christian.
Well, it's not that he isn't Christian. It says MAGA isn't Christian, as in the movement and the policies that they enact aren't Christian.
Well, I think a lot of them are Christians. They're just uneducated.
No. I'm sorry. I don't think you understood what I said. MAGA, the movement, and the policies that they enact aren't Christian. I'm not talking about people.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the policies that they enact. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
Oh, okay, cool. So we agree that the fact that they purport to be Christians and do Christian things is complete and utter hypocrisy.
Yeah, I mean that's every party. They're gonna go. They're gonna try.
Oh no! It's not every party because the Democratic Party doesn't purport to be religious. They don't say that they're doing Christian things.
Yeah, but they try to sucker up to minorities.
No, see, now what you're doing is whataboutism, and you're trying to conflate it with religion, and that's not what this is. So great, we agree that MAGA is complete and utter hypocrites. Great. So what else? What else should we hit?
So you don't agree that Democrats try to reel in no matter how many votes, no matter what it is? We're not talking about.
Why are you talking about the Democrats? I'm asking you to talk about Donald Trump because he's the president right now. The Democrats don't have the Senate, the House, or the presidency, and the conservatives hold the majority on the Supreme Court. Why are you trying to talk about Democrats?
Because I'm
really confused, Chad. I'm
talking
about Donald Trump and what the Republicans are doing right now. They control our government. Do you not realize that?
Oh, I do.
Cool, then that's what we're talking about. So why are you trying to whataboutism with Democrats?
I just don't want you to think that they're there to help you. You know,
I'm not a Democrat. I'm a progressive, and I don't need you to convince me that the Democrats aren't doing anything or whatever. We're talking about what Donald Trump is doing right now. So anyways, would you like to discuss one of the subjects above or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now because he's the president?
Yeah, well, the main reason that I voted for him is the border.
Okay, there you go. So the border. Got it. So what is he doing right now? What has he done? What is he doing that's helping out with the border?
Well, he's funded a lot more money into a secure border. The numbers are showing that the border is a lot more secure so far.
Really? How much? Okay, can you show me the bill that he passed that put more money into the border?
I mean, I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
Cool. Go for it. Oh, we'll wait for you. Guys, thanks so much for being here. Appreciate you guys. Keep liking that screen. You guys are doing a great job. Help out with that live goal that we've got down there. Thank you for welcoming me back. Yes, I had a lovely time on vacation. Appreciate it. Oaxaca is a lovely, lovely place. I strongly recommend that you all go and visit it. The people there are amazing, lovely. The food there, amazing. I ate at 4 different Michelin star restaurants. all for far less than you could anywhere else. Fucking amazing food, and the art in Oaxaca is amazing. The crafts that the people make there, absolutely amazing. Saw some Aztec ruins. I couldn't recommend it enough, you guys. So please go visit sometime if you ever get the chance. All right, Chad. So what bill? What bill did he pass?
Yeah, so it's in the big beautiful bill where we have 170 billion new funds for the border security.
Wait, we have 170 billion for border security in the tax
just overall
bill?
funds. Overall funds. I don't think.
Hold on.
Wait
a second. In the tax
it's for
bill?
4 years.
In the tax bill for border security.
I'm not sure. It's just in the big beautiful bill. Apparently.
No. You said that there was a bill that he passed for border security. I'm confused.
Well, I didn't say I didn't say specifically. I'm just saying he's upping the border. He's
and I asked you where is the bill that he passed that gave more funds to the border?
Yeah, it's in the big beautiful bill.
Cool. Can you show me where that is and what funding exactly was given? And also, how is it possible that funding that was given in July that hasn't even been actually handed out yet, because that would be for next fiscal year, by the way, that couldn't possibly have been given this year, because this year's budget, by the way, was given last year, was set out last year. So what you're saying has nothing to do with this year. How could that possibly have affected anything this year?
The numbers are showing it is a lot less.
How could money that was allocated for next year affect anything this year, bub?
I guess it's not, but
there you go. You figured it out. Good job.
So are you not agreeing with me that border interactions are down this year than the last 4?
Oh, I didn't say that border encounters weren't down, but border encounters were down under Biden. In fact, in the last 2 months of Joe Biden's administration, they were down at record low levels as well. I don't understand.
2 months, wow.
No, they were dropping for the entire last year of his administration. See, the problem is that Joe Biden, what he tried to do was he tried to pass lasting legislation to actually fix the problem at the border instead of just doing some bullshit executive orders that the next president could come in and just write his pen over and change immediately, which, of course, that's what Donald Trump can and did do. And then, of course, when Donald Trump leaves office, whoever the next president is can do the same thing. It's really weird how in Donald Trump's 4 years in his first term, since this was such a big problem, he didn't pass a comprehensive immigration reform bill or border reform bill. Why is that?
Dude, you're funny, man.
I know, right? So anyways, I asked you a question. Could you answer the question?
You can keep driving yourself crazy.
I asked you a question. Can you answer the question?
So you
got it.
Crazy.
So Chad can't answer the question, guys. So now he's going to pivot away.
Yeah, because you're just yapping.
Yeah, there you go. So Chad doesn't know the answer to the question.
Hey, enjoy 3 more.
Are you gonna run? Are you gonna run away like a little bitch? Are you gonna run away?
Enjoy.
Are you gonna run away? Chad's gonna run away. Bye, Chad.
Grown man.
Run away. Run away. Run away. Okay, run away. Run away because you can't answer the question. Go run.
Grown man.
Run away, Chad. Run. Hey, King, can we get some running emojis in the chat for Chad? There we go. There he goes. Oh, bye, Chad. Nemo didn't even get his camera on before that guy could run away.
Wait, why did Chad run?
Because he couldn't answer that question. I just asked him why Trump didn't pass a border bill in his first term, since it's such a big deal and it's so important.
That's not very Chad-like.
Not very Chad of you, Chad. Midway, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
I fucking did. I'll answer your dumbass question.
Okay,
he
cool.
Didn't need to pass legislation.
Calm the fuck down, bud. Anyways, before we start, I need to know your age and your state, please. You can unmute, and if we can start there, and then we can pick up where Chad wouldn't answer and left off. I'll invite you to unmute. Thanks.
He used existing laws.
I'm sorry, I don't think you understood the question. I said, can I have your age and your state, please? Then we can continue the conversation. Thanks. I'll invite you to unmute. I invited you to unmute. I'm happy to continue the conversation with you, Midway. I just asked for your age and state, please.
Yeah, you mute because you don't want to hear the answer.
No, I just asked for your age and state,
you mute
bud.
because you don't want to hear the answer.
No, I just asked for your age and state, and then you can say whatever you want.
Laws, genius.
No, I just asked for your age and state. Then I'll let you say whatever you want to say. I ask every single person who comes up their age
you don't
and
want
state.
to hear the answer.
No, but I just asked for your age and state. Then you can
used
say.
existing laws.
I just asked for your age and state, Midway. I don't think you understand. And then I'll let you say whatever it is that you want to say. Do you not understand? I ask every single person who comes up their age and state. It's literally TikTok terms of service. I have to ask you how old you are, buddy. Because if you're not 18 years old, I can't have you on the live. It's against terms of service.
Easy, genius.
Great. So just tell me your age and state. Then you can say whatever answer it is that you want. I'll be quiet and let you talk. I won't mute you. You can just sit.
Muting.
Yeah. Can you just say your age and state, and then I'll let.
Because you don't want to hear the answer. You don't want to hear the answer, loser. He used existing laws.
Okay, great, awesome. Thank you for the answer. Great.
Answer that.
Okay, I will. I will.
Genius.
Great.
He didn't need to write new laws.
Okay, okay, great.
Genius.
Okay,
when
great.
Democrats had
Bud, great answer. Can you just tell me your age and state, and then I'll continue the conversation.
Why didn't they?
Oh my God,
pass?
Jesus Christ, dude! Like I'll debate. I'll talk with you. We'll talk with you. I'll answer all of your bullshit questions. I just needed to know how old you are and what state you voted in. The question that we ask every single person who comes up. Holy fuck. Nemo.
I swear to God.
What's happened in the last week?
Like, I swear, the ones that act like that, I'm convinced that, number one, they act the same way in real life in public spaces. Like they like to be nuisances to like service staff or whatever, right? And I think that it stems from the fact that at some point when they should have been slapped upside the head, they were not.
Yeah. I think that's an accurate description right there. Anyways, welcome back to me. All right, Andy, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yeah, I voted for Trump.
Cool. How old are you, and what state did you vote in?
I'm 34, and I'm in Mississippi.
Awesome. Midway, down in the comments, did you see how easy that was? Cool. Andy, would you like to discuss one of the subjects above or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
Yeah, listen, I don't think Hegseth is a war criminal. I don't think he's a war criminal at all. You're going to say, oh, double tapping boats and stuff like that is a crime, Geneva Convention type stuff. But
no, that's actually
really
not. That's actually not what we were going to say. I mean, we could kind of go down that road, but no.
No, listen, here's the thing though, right? Here's the thing. You have
what's the
you
thing?
have No. By international law. Let me
Hey, bud, Indy, cover your heart, Indy.
What's up?
Cover your heart. Sorry, it just. Anyways, because I'm about to rip it out of your chest. When I tell you that Nemo and I, we don't give a flying fuck about international law. What if I told you that it's our own law here in the United States? Not only our own law, but the Department of Defense's own law. The law of war manual that they specifically say that what Pete Hegseth did is a crime. Did you know that?
No. Let me
Did
give
you?
you.
I asked you a question. No, Indy. I asked you a question. Did you know that we're not talking about international law. We're talking about our own Department of Defense in their law of war manual saying that what Pete Hegseth ordered is a literal crime based on their own law of war manual, their regulations.
Okay, but here's the thing. Let me give you my rebuttal.
No, I asked.
you
No, hold
rebuttal.
on.
Hold
No.
on.
It's a yes or no question. Did you know that? Yes or no?
I don't think so.
There you go. Okay, cool. Now
hold
that
on,
you've
let me-
answered
let
the
me-
question, sure, tell us whatever you want, bub.
All right. Listen. These are combatants, right?
It
And
doesn't
they're not
matter.
wearing uniforms.
No, it doesn't matter.
Which no, yeah, yes it does. Yes it does. If you're
No-
not wearing
no,
a
it doesn't,
uniform,
Indy.
yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Based on
you have
what?
to wear a uniform. Oh, combatants are supposed to wear uniforms.
No.
Yes.
Based on what?
Law of war, our own laws.
Law of war.
So- Yeah. So these are non-uniform combatants.
Where in the law of war does it say that?
You want me to Google it? You want me to
Yes.
Google it? No, but here's the thing, right? Hold on, I'm gonna Google it, but let me give you my thing real quick. All right, look, you have non-uniform combatants invading international water, right? They're coming in our water and they're trafficking chemical warfare without a uniform on.
Okay.
This is a blatant. Actually, you can be executed for that.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Based on what?
Look, okay, hold on. Look, combatants are supposed to wear uniforms.
Based on what?
The military stuff, man. What are you talking about?
I'm waiting for a specific regulation that says what you are claiming.
Hold on.
Because I can tell you, not all of the Viet Cong wore uniforms.
No, yeah, but you can be executed. Actually, in law, you can be executed.
In law,
Yeah. In war. Principle of distinction. They're required to wear uniforms.
so are you
you're
saying
required.
that Vietnam, they weren't
Yeah,
enemy
yeah.
combatants?
A combatant who fights without a uniform or distinctive sign loses their entitlement to prisoner of war status if captured. They're treated as unlawful combatants, spies, or saboteurs, prosecuted under states' domestic laws.
Tell me more about that part.
No. You
No?
don't have prisoner of war
No?
status. Yeah, you don't
What?
have no. You don't have no status.
I want you to say that last part again, real slow, into the
hold on.
microphone.
Hold on. Capturing states' domestic laws, but you're not in our jurisdiction though.
Oh, so what you're saying is that we had no right to unalive these people.
No, we absolutely had a right to unalive.
So then it must have been in our jurisdiction.
No, it's not in our jurisdiction.
Well,
It's not in
jurisdiction
our
implies that we
jurisdiction.
have
It's
the
in
authority to
international
do so,
waters,
right?
It's in international waters. They're basically non-entities. They don't even count.
They're
not even
non-entities.
Yeah, they're not even. Look, you're not wearing a uniform. You're not in a uniform. You're a combatant. You're traffic. You're bringing in chemical warfare
Yeah.
problem
so
stuff,
You're,
and then
you're making certain, I guess, presumptions that are not
So-
substantiated.
But no. How am I supposed to substantiate? You want me to go swim out there and swim down to the bottom of the freaking Caribbean and dig it up and see what they got? No.
I mean,
We're talking about expediency here.
expediency, like
Expediency.
using the fucking Coast Guard to
No, not the
interdict
Coast
a
Guard. The
ship?
Navy. The U.S. Navy's doing this. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
No,
Here's
I
the
know
thing.
that the U.S. Navy is blowing up the boats. I'm saying that we use the Coast Guard to interdict ships.
Yeah, but this is not a Coast Guard thing. This is a military thing. Coast Guard is under the Department of Transportation. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think they have the munitions on their cutters to do
The
these
Coast
types.
Guard literally interdicted a Venezuelan oil tanker, last week?
No, we're not talking about that though. We're talking about
Okay,
we're talking about
but
the
come on.
we're talking
The
about
Coast Guard interdicted, as in they boarded and seized and took control of a Venezuelan oil tanker. And it was off the coast of Venezuela, if I'm not mistaken. It may have been in international waters, but it most certainly was not off the coast of the U.S. So the Coast Guard, they were the ones that did this. Okay? So the Coast Guard will be the ones that would interdict ships. And they would do so in the event that vessel is like, I don't know, doing criminal shit worthy of being intercepted. So
no, these aren't criminal. This is not criminal. These are acts of war. Chemical warfare. This is chemical warfare.
Okay,
Chemical
so-
warfare is being conducted.
tell me more about this chemical warfare. And before you answer, remember, this is TikTok. You're gonna have to censor your words.
I
It's
know,
dumb. I know it's dumb. TikTok is annoying. You have to censor your words. So please, by all means, continue with the chemical warfare.
Yeah. Chemical warfare. You know the thing, the F word, right?
Yep.
That's chemical warfare. It's being
How?
trafficked here. Say that again.
It's being trafficked here. Continue.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's being trafficked here. This is war crimes. They're committing war crimes and they're targeting innocent Americans.
Well,
These,
it's-
if you
you say it's being trafficked here, which, I mean, yeah, Fent is being trafficked here. Not by those people.
you don't know that you're making
No,
assumptions.
we do know that.
We do.
You don't know that.
We do know that.
No, we do.
right? So, I mean, if anything, which I don't think that there's been any public evidence yet that any of these ships, the speedboats, had substances on them. I don't think that there's
Well,
been any evidence produced that is the case. Now, in the event that they did produce evidence that substances were on these ships or the speedboats, it would 1000% be Colombian Bam Bam. It would not be Fent.
No, you don't know that though. You don't know that. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. You're look. You look at all the things I've pointed out. You're not wearing a uniform. You're committing a war
wait,
crime. You're targeting innocent Americans.
Indy, can I ask? You keep saying the same things over and over, so I'm just going to speed this up. Are you saying that in different conflicts that the United States gets involved in, there are different rules? Is that what you're saying?
There's exigent circumstances.
Hold on. Just it's a simple yes or no. In different conflicts, are there different rules? Yes or no?
I don't think so.
Cool. There aren't. The DOD says that there aren't. Okay? Specifically, they've said so. In fact, they've reaffirmed this multiple times that in any conflict, doesn't matter what it is, because it doesn't matter if it's called a war, it doesn't matter if it's a skirmish, this and that, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's this particular situation. All of these rules and regulations apply. None of what you're saying matters. None of it.
Yes, it does.
No. Because the same rules apply. You just said that the same rules apply. Did you or did you not?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
Same rules
awesome.
apply.
Then if the same rules apply, I have on our screen, updated as of 2023, the most recent version of the Law of War Manual from the Department of Defense, our Department of Defense. This is us. This is the United States. This isn't international law. This is our law. This is on page 1088. This is section 18.3.2.1, clearly illegal orders to commit law of war violations. Quote, the requirement to refuse to comply with orders to commit law of war violations applies to orders to perform conduct that is clearly illegal or orders that the subordinate knows, in fact, are illegal. And the highlighted part in red that my friend Nemo highlighted for us, the example given. For example, orders to fire upon the shipwrecked would be clearly illegal. That's the example given. And then right here, we have a memorandum from the DOD on Directive 2311.01, the DOD Law of War Program. And it's a memorandum that talks about, it's an overview of the law of war for DOD personnel. And you'll see here bullet points like implementation of the law of war, basic law of war concepts and principles, classes of persons, conduct of hostilities, yada, yada, yada. You know, the normal stuff that you would see when a large piece of information is disseminated to a large group of people. I want to point out here in section 1.2, DOD Directive 2311.01 contains the long-standing DOD policy to comply with the law of war during all armed conflicts, however characterized. Do you understand what that means? It means
I
that,
understand.
so that means that, again, whatever you're saying, whatever stipulations you want to put on it, whatever nuance you think is in there, that's great. This is an armed conflict, and the law of war applies. It doesn't matter what you think, and it doesn't matter what I think. It matters that the DOD said, this is in the law of war, it is a regulation, and this is a thing that if you don't do it, you're breaking the law. Period.
All right. Now there's now. I hear what you're saying. But here's the thing, right? I'm gonna give you another. I'm gonna give you another argument for this real quick. I'm gonna give you another argument, right? Look, all right, look. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Hegseth was just showing off for the camera. He didn't actually do any of that stuff. He was just talking. You know what I'm saying? Like he was trying to sound good for the camera, and then he said some stuff and he didn't even know it was illegal until after it happened. And then, you know, that's why there's nothing gonna happen to him.
Do you know why I know that that's wrong?
Why do you think that?
Hold on, let me see if I can send this to you, Matt.
Oh, is it the I think I know what's
You're gonna show me a video, but how do you know it's not AI? How do you know they didn't make the video up?
Oh my god. These people.
Good God.
No, that's a good argument though. You notice, right? You notice, look, Hegseth, he's embellishing, he was just showing off for the camera. He's more of a, you know, like a television secretary of war. You know, he's the first one we've had in a while. He just got carried away. He was just talking, bro. He didn't actually commit no war crimes, man.
I don't know about you. I don't want the Secretary of Defense to be a television person.
No, look, he's got to give the impression that we're doing good jobs out here and all that type of stuff.
That's the job of the press secretary.
No.
Yes.
I mean, no. Obviously, they wanted him to be on TV, or else they wouldn't have gotten him off of Fox News or whatever TV show he was on before he was Secretary of War. They obviously got him because they wanted him to be on TV. He's photogenic, and you know he's a good talker. You know what I'm saying? He's a great yapper. But here's the thing, right? He didn't actually commit any crimes. He was just talking.
Wow.
That's Pete Hegseth in 2016 at the Liberty Forum.
Yeah, yeah. Here's the thing. I hear what you're saying. Right? I got it. Right? He probably shouldn't have said that he had those ships double tapped, but you have to consider all the exigent circumstances, everything else. Right? You gotta
Okay.
think about.
Like
all this
what?
stuff. Like these people are targeting innocent Americans.
They're not targeting.
Yes, they are targeted. If you bring it
No, they're
over
not.
F word stuff, right, and then you're putting it in gummies, and you're funding your
Okay.
your illegal cartel.
Hold on. So the Fent thing. Okay, hold on. Stand by.
You know, I'm just saying,
I
like
got another
everybody
one for
knows
you.
somebody who lost somebody from this scourge of chemical warfare that's being conducted on the American people, and we
Then
have to
why aren't
have.
we holding Americans accountable for it?
We are. We're locking them up. We locked a bunch of people up for it.
Great. Then that's the problem, because 86% of the people that are bringing that substance into the United States are Americans. All right. Here, I'm just going to play this. They'll play the audio for you. This is Rand Paul talking to Piers Morgan. Nemo just sent this to me. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, mate, yeah, I'm ready.
By the way, guys, really glad to be back, and we do love the TikTok shop. I hope that you guys all got some wonderful, wonderful Christmas gifts off of the TikTok shop, that all of the things that you wanted from the TikTok shop, you guys got. Okay? Just wanted to say that. Boy, that's Rand Paul. He's super liberal,
Yeah, but
huh?
Rand Paul, listen, you never know where that dude is. He's like a switch hitter. You know what I'm saying? He's like bisexual. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. We don't know. Rand Paul he's kind of unreliable. You don't think Rand Paul's unreliable? I mean, you're a liberal and you're bringing up Rand Paul when he's convenient for you. He's convenient. It's convenient to bring up Rand Paul right now. Something he has to say,
It's
which
not.
I don't
It's
even
not.
think.
That's not the point, Indy. You're missing the point. The point is that you have somebody who is conservative and who is generally in line with what the Trump administration is doing. That's the point. And breaking with them on this important issue and calling them out and saying this is not okay. That's why. Do you
But
understand? Do you understand? This isn't just selectively going into their policy and being like, "Oh, we like this one bit of policy, we don't like that." That's not the thing that's happening here, Indy. It's
I don't know.
different. You don't seem to grasp this concept.
No. I heard what you said. He's saying. But here's the thing, right? I heard that the F word leapfrogs across the Caribbean. I heard it leapfrogs. I heard it mostly comes from Puerto Rico. That's what I heard.
No, what
What I heard
you
on the
heard
streets.
you heard incorrectly. Every single source that our own government tells us, whatever government agency you'd like to go look at right now, will tell you that it's coming from China and Mexico. And the people that are bringing it here are primarily Americans via those countries. That's it. Period. The end. And there
Well,
is no intelligence agency in America that would say anything different than what I just told you. I bet you all the money in the world, if you go look right now, go Google it or DuckDuckGo, whatever the fuck you want to do, go check right now. They won't tell you any different than what I just said.
That's from the info that's publicly available. How do we know that there's not
Cool. What
that's
info
not
do you
publicly
have
available?
that's not publicly available? I'd love to know. Please do share.
No,
By the way, what do you do for a job, and do you have a clearance? You probably shouldn't be sharing top secret or above information with us.
I'm not
That's
in
how
the
people
military.
go. That's how people go to jail, bud.
I'm not in the military though.
Then what information do you have that's not available to the public?
Well, it's like Schrodinger's cat. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Until we see the information, it could be anybody's guess. Until you don't know, you don't know. You just have public information. You can make inferences off public information, but at the same time, it's like Schrodinger's cat.
I
It's
would
until you see
I would
the
kind of
information, you
agree
don't know.
with you on like the whole public information thing, but this is Rand Paul. He is a senator. Okay.
But he didn't get no
and
briefing. He
are
maybe
you sure?
did. He maybe.
Are you sure? Here,
Possibly.
I'm gonna read his committee assignments. He's a part of 4 committees. Okay. I'm gonna read them. And I want you to tell me if this sounds like somebody who might be aware of information that is
he on
not
the
publicly
intelligence
available.
committee? Is he on the intelligence committee?
Hold on. The Committee on Small Business and Entrepreneurship. Now, I think that one, fair enough, probably not that important. Committee on Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions. Once again, probably not that important. Number 3, Committee on Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs. He is the chairman of that committee. Oh dear. That is composed of 3 subcommittees: the Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations, the Subcommittee on Border Management, Federal Workforce and Regulatory Affairs, the Subcommittee on Disaster Management, DC, and Census. And then he's also on the Committee on Foreign Relations. And that is composed of 4 subcommittees.
Okay, maybe Homeland Security. Maybe that's applicable. That's applicable. Homeland Security, right? But at the same time, you can't say he's 100% right. You got to take everything he says with just a little grain of salt, just a small grain of salt.
Why?
I'm just giving it a little pinch of salt over here.
Why?
Because he's Rand Paul, and I don't like what he had to say. He's contradicted me, and what I'm saying is, I'm just keeping it honest. I'm keeping it real over here, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, you're going to have to give a better reason than that. Like, Rand Paul, here's what I'll say about Rand Paul. Is he fucking annoying? Yes. Yes, Rand Paul is a very annoying senator, okay?
Yeah, he's always crying about stuff.
Well, no, not exactly. No. Is he anything like his father? He is. If somebody drew Ron Paul from memory, that is Rand Paul, right? Like he is not Ron Paul, but I mean, kind of an imitation of him. Okay, but he's definitely more Republican. Is he consistent? Is he consistent? I gotta say, I mean, yeah. Rand Paul is one of those Republicans that, I mean, when it comes to like spending and shit like that, he will vote against additional spending and stuff consistently.
I thought Rand Paul was a libertarian.
Kind of. So he's a
what
part of the Republican Party.
That's what I'm saying. We don't even know this dude is really, if he's really even a Republican. He's like, you know,
he's definitely a Republican. So Ron Paul was the more libertarian one. Ron Paul is his father. And he was more of a genuine libertarian, but he also was a part of the Republican Party. Rand Paul is part of the Republican Party. Oh. Damn.
Whoa.
Thank you, Jimmy. That
Jeez.
was awesome.
Fuck. Well, that
Kitty
was
cat.
That was
Hell
fucking
yeah.
cool.
Man, why don't nobody gift me, man? I'm up here too.
Awkward.
This guy.
Awkward. Look, whatever, man. You know,
I could have
you gotta-
swore that Indy just said, "Send us more gifts."
Well, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I mean, I didn't get one either, Indy. Okay, how about that? Does that make you feel better, bud?
True.
I guess I feel a tiny bit better.
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying?
Okay,
A
there you go.
tiny bit.
All right,
But
there
you know, listen though. You know, y'all as an American, you shouldn't be trying to convict the Secretary of War and say he's a war criminal just because he blew up a few boats in the Caribbean.
I mean, it's kind of that's kind of.
Drug traffickers. You
I
know
mean,
what I'm
that's. I don't know, man. Like that's. We are a nation of laws, right?
yeah, laws for civilized. Law is made for civilized people. These are uncivilized people. These are dirty, dirty people. And you don't think the laws for no. What are you talking about? Like we have to protect the homeland. We have exigent circumstances. You know what I'm saying?
Why don't you
Exigent
spell that word?
circumstances. Why you want me to spell? Why
Because you keep
why-
saying it, and every time that you say it, it becomes fewer letters and more just like noises.
exigent.
Uh-huh.
EXIGENT. See, I spelled it right.
Uh-huh. Okay. So
Yeah.
the like dude, the whole protect the homeland thing, like the idea that we are protecting the homeland by blowing up fishing boats in the Caribbean. No, we're not. We're really, genuinely, truly not. Like, if Fent is the actual thing that you're concerned about as far as substances, then, I mean, we should be, like, doing drone strikes in Mexico, if anything.
We
And
are
to be
though.
clear, I don't support that. I do not support that. But if that's genuinely the motivation, at least that would be consistent.
But we look, but also right. Here's the thing: we need their oil, right? We should control their oil.
Why?
You know, why not? What's wrong with us controlling it? Why should they control
It's
it?
theirs.
Is it really? It's under the ground though.
Yeah.
It's like nobody.
It's under the ground that they're on.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? You know, you can slant drill. You know, you could drill from like sideways, all types. You know, it doesn't really matter if you're on top of it.
All right. Hang on one sec, Indy. Guys, if we have any of the Trump supporters that want to request up and talk to us, feel free. We have no other ops. We have no other ops. Okay, so now is the time to request. You think, Indy?
Look, I'm laughing because look. Oh,
Because
look.
because
I didn't do good this one. I kind of sucked this debate.
Uh-huh.
I kind of messed it up at the beginning.
Yeah.
I had a real point at the beginning, but I couldn't remember it.
Uh-huh.
I was in the military. I know the law of war stuff,
Uh-huh.
but I'm just not in it right now.
Okay, bud.
Yeah, it devolved into some type of, I don't know, dumb version of oh god. Oh, wait. His name just escaped me. Why can I not remember his name? Fuck. The incredible actor. Last of the Mohicans. Gangs of New York.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis. Thank you. Okay. Daniel Day-Lewis. And There Will Be Blood.
Thank you.
I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
Drink it up.
We should drink. Look. don't think you guys are patriots, man.
Indy,
I'm really
my
doubting your
boy.
patrioticness. I'm doubting your patriotism, man. I'm doubting
Indy,
your
my
patriotism.
boy.
I'm doubting it, man. I'm doubting it. Like anybody who's not down for
Have you
taking
been
other countries'
baptized,
oil.
Indy? Have you been baptized?
I've been
Have
baptized
you been baptized by the blood,
And-
Indy?
by the blood. Yep.
Yes. You take it to the peach tree
Absolutely.
dance? Yeah.
That movie wasn't that
I
good.
said
It's,
you
it's
take it to the
overrated.
peach tree dance? Huh?
I don't know.
Hmm?
It's time for me. I think I'm done with this conversation.
Drainage. Listen, anyone who thinks that movie is overrated can just get the fuck out of this. One of the greatest movies of all time, quite frankly. Yeah.
Come on, man. Like, it's not that good. It's all right. It's not like rewatchable. You can't rewatch that movie like 3-4 times. It's just all right. It's like it's good for like one spin and a few clips, but it's not like rewatchable.
Dude, the score alone by Johnny Greenwood from Radiohead is enough for rewatchability. Indy, this is pissing me off more than your political views.
You see, you even know the dude who did the score. See, you like real into it. You know what I'm saying? That's just you. You're just real into it. Different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? I got you. I'm not gonna hate on you. I'm not saying like you got bad taste or nothing. I'm just saying, for my dollars, if I have to watch it, I'm not gonna watch it twice. I only watched it once.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's alright.
Uh-huh.
But man, I'll hell at you guys later, man. You know, I'm gonna go do some research.
You're gonna go do. Hold on. Wait. Somebody said they want to ask you. Our friend Kit. Before you go, our friend Kit says she wants to ask you a question.
Oh,
What's up? Kit?
yeah. What's up, man? What you got?
I just want a clarification on what he meant by dirty people.
Dirty people. I mean, anybody moving in a speedboat trafficking chemicals is dirty. You wouldn't agree? That's not a dirty person. I
found your verbiage interesting, given
My
the other
verbiage.
rhetoric. Yeah, I found that
My
interesting,
rhetoric.
given the other rhetoric around people from other countries that this administration has already done. So I was just wanting clarification because we've had a lot of.
You trying to say I'm racist? Is this your accusation?
Prejudice, bigoted.
Prejudice,
I mean,
bigoted.
I could. You sure?
No. Anybody trafficking, the F word is a dirty person. Would you agree?
Okay, so do you agree with that about the 90% of Americans that bring it into the country? Are they the same?
Yeah, they're dirty. Yeah, dirty. Yeah,
Okay.
you're a dirty person.
Okay. So at least you don't have a
Yeah.
double standard there. All right. I was just
No.
checking because I've heard that rhetoric around demographic that I'm in before. So I was just curious what you meant by dirty.
Oh.
No, I'm not racist at all. I'm like, I'm a person of color myself. So I'm not racist. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Okay, that's all. I was just curious. That just seemed like very interesting and specific use of that language there, Matt. That's all. My people were called rodents and vermin and unclean back before we got thrown into camps. So I just felt the need to ask. That's all.
Yeah. Sure. Fair. All right. Well, I'll appreciate you.
I stand with
clarifying.
Israel. I stand with
I don't. No. Okay, now you just
All right.
started a whole
All
other
right.
problem. Don't do that. Don't do that. The Israeli
What,
government is
you-
not the Jewish
you don't-
people. The Israeli government is not the Jewish people. That's
she
all I'm going to
hates
say. I'm
our
not going to
old
say. I'm
people.
not going to debate this. I'm not going to debate this with you.
Oh,
Jewish
God.
people
Hey.
and Israeli government are two separate things. That's it. That is all.
No, they're not. And they disagree with
Yeah,
you.
they-
They disowned you. They'll probably adopt me before you.
Indy, I don't know if you really want to go down this road at this point. I thought you said you had to leave, unless you really want to go down this road. I don't think you.
I go down this road.
Okay.
Listen,
All right, Indy. Then please explain to me why me, as a Ashkenazi Jewish person, is somehow lumped in with the choices of the Israeli government. Go ahead.
Because there's anti-Semites.
Anti-Semitism is not hating the Israeli government. Anti-Semitism is so much more than that and has everything to do with hating people based off of their ethnicity or religion than it does saying that a government is doing bad things. No government is above critique or reproach.
Okay. I have a question though. Okay, so you said hating the Israeli people and hating the Israeli government are two separate things. This is your assertion.
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay, but there's only one Israeli government. Is correct?
Okay, sure.
There's only one Hebrew state in the world, right? And since its inception, it's been accused.
I would push back on the fact that there's Jewish people all around the world, and there's many different types of Jewish people. There's Ashkenazi Jewish people, there's Sephardic Jewish people, there's Ethiopian Jewish people. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like, what do you mean? Like, yes, there's one Israeli state that is one area of the world, but we live around the world. We are not a monolith. We are not in one space.
So you were at one point in time stateless. You had no state. So now you have a state. Now you have a state that you have disowned yourself.
My state is Oregon, actually. So what?
I'm talking about ethnic state. I'm talking about ethnic state. I'm not talking about like the state you reside in. What nation, what nationality you are. You're talking about ethnic states. Right?
Yeah. I have a problem with ethno states, but continue.
You have a problem with ethno states, but ethno states are everywhere. Most countries are ethno states. You got a problem with China?
No, that's not true.
So China's not an ethno state?
Indy, I'm not. Hold on, I'm gonna stop you. I'm not sure what you're trying to. I don't know what your line of reasoning here is. You can make this argument all you want. We all know that what Israel is. That's all well and good. It doesn't mean that their government represents the entirety of the Jewish people. That's plain and simple.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
No.
So you're saying that every country that has a Muslim theocracy represents all Muslims all the time?
Well,
is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Does the okay, great, cool. So the Vatican, which is just a church state, does the Vatican represent all Christians around the world?
It represents all Catholics.
But they're Christians.
No, they're Catholics.
Hold on, time out. They're Christians. They're all Christians.
Catholics.
No, Catholics are Christians, you idiot. So anyways...
No. Catholics are Catholics.
Catholics are dude, do not make me explain this to you. You cannot be this dumb.
No, Catholics are Catholics. They don't represent all Christianity. You had the Protestant Reformation. You had a lot of stuff.
Great. So you agree that one state can't represent an entire religion, right?
Somewhat.
There you go. Attaboy. You walked right into the point. Good job.
No, I said somewhat. I didn't say 100%. First off, you have to take into consideration. You have to take into consideration what these religions believe, right? When you talk about Islam,
I need to pause you. Do you understand? Wait, Indy. Do you please tell me that you understand that being Jewish isn't just about a religion; it's also an ethnicity.
Yes, of course I know that.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Yeah, but it's unique though. It's a unique religion though. Wouldn't you agree? It's unique.
How so? It's an Abrahamic religion. It's really not. I mean, no offense to anyone. Also, Kit, my girlfriend is an Ashkenazi Jew as well. But like, no offense to. Yeah, I know, right? But no.
No, I don't follow the religion. I'm a pagan.
Right, and like she's not particularly, but like. No offense to our Jewish friends, but like an Abrahamic religion isn't particularly unique. No,
I mean, yeah, yes, it is. It's different. It's different
No,
from
it's not.
Christianity and
No,
Judaism.
it's not. Do you mean Christianity and Islam?
Yeah, Islam.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
really quite similar in a huge number of ways. And what you just said means you know very little about theology.
No, I know quite a bit about theology.
Cool. So in Judaism and Christianity, do they both work for 6 days and take 1 day to rest?
No, that's Judaism.
Oh, what do Christians do?
You don't have to follow any like laws about the Sabbath or anything.
Oh, really?
It's
So
Christian.
the Lord didn't make the world in 6 days and then said on the seventh day rest, which is literally what Christians do, and then they go to church on Sunday because that's what God said to do.
No, the Sabbath is the
That's
Saturday.
not a thing. Oh,
Sunday
okay.
is
I
the
got it.
different day.
I got it. Cool. Oh, got it. So because the Christians do it on Sunday and the Jews do it on a Saturday, then it's totally
but there's no
different.
prohibition
Oh my
for
God.
working.
Oh my God. So different. Wow, Indy.
It
This
is
is
different.
crazy.
It's a
Oh my
different
God.
day.
It's a
It's
different
Saturday
day.
and Sunday.
Guys, it's a different day. Whoa. Holy
Hey,
cow.
no.
Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
on.
Oh, Indy. Bud. I'm gonna I just like I really think that if you're gonna pin your argument on Judaism as an Abrahamic religion isn't really similar to Christianity and Islam, I'm gonna have to say that might be one of the stupidest things I have ever heard in my entire life.
It's totally different. What are you talking about?
Oh my God, I can't.
They're
Did these people just get fucking dumber in
No.
real time in the last in the last week? Like this is even worse.
I don't know how
it's
much
like-
you know. I know quite a bit about it.
What's
I
an
know quite a
Abrahamic?
bit.
What's an Abrahamic religion? When I say that, what does it mean?
They believe the covenant of Abraham.
Right.
When
So
God
we're
made his
literally
deal with
talking
Abraham.
about two religions that come from the same place. They're so not unique to each other that they literally originate from the same thing.
Yeah, but hold on.
There
hold
are
on.
even Jewish people that believe that Jesus was in fact the Messiah. They're called Messianic Jews. Like they literally believe that. Like you are like, come on.
No. Are you gonna make the argument that AC, alternating current, and direct current, just because they're electricity, are the same thing?
I never said they were the same thing. Your argument is that Judaism is completely unique. Those were your words. You said it's a completely unique
It is
religion.
completely unique. It's a completely unique religion. It's totally different.
Judaism,
look-
Christianity, and Islam literally worship the same God.
Wait, Nemo, I got one. Hey, Indy,
No, they
the
don't.
Bible. What's the Bible based on?
The Torah. You talking about the Torah and the New Testament?
Interesting. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All three of them worship the same God.
They say they do, but they don't.
They say they do?
Yeah. Here's the thing. You have to. No. The more you study, you can't. If you really studied this thing, if you really studied it, you wouldn't say that. You wouldn't agree with that. You would say there's a big difference. I say there's a big difference because the more you study, it's like, hold on, it's like alternating current and direct current when it comes to electricity. Yeah, it's electricity, but you can't hook up a battery to your you can't run your house on a battery unless you put a converter on it. See what I'm saying? You can say, well, it's bad. It's electricity. Electricity's electricity. No, it's not. You will fry your electrical thing if you don't have the right hardware. You can't use AC stuff with DC stuff. So don't sit here and act like, oh, it's all the same. It's all the same just because it's
Is it all under
electricity.
the umbrella of electricity?
It's all under the umbrella of electricity, but you
Okay, is
can't
this
use
all under the
AC stuff
umbrella?
with
Is
DC
this all
stuff.
under the umbrella of the Abrahamic God?
Yeah, but they're not interchangeable. Like that's my point though. My point is they're not interchangeable.
Being interchangeable and being completely unique are two entirely fucking separate things. Dude, this is one of the dumbest things. I can't believe, dude. For everyone who's like, move on. There's no other ops. There's no one else. I would move on if we could. There are no other ops. Anyone else? Come on up. Come and have a chat with us.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might, but here's the thing. I'm gonna say this real quick. You have to take into consideration the.
No, I don't.
That's probably the best point he made this whole time is when you dropped him.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for popping up, Kit. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
Okay. You have a good night. Okay.
Have a good night. Good to have you back.
All right. Thanks. Bye. Once again, guys, keep tapping that screen. Keep helping us out with the live goal. Also, if you guys are so inclined, links in the bio. If you'd like to help out, support Nemo and I, we appreciate that on both the blue app and the green app. Feel free. We appreciate you guys very much. Okay. Real life. Hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Oh God, no.
Oh, okay.
No, I came up because you guys were talking about religion, and I love Nemo, and I've watched you a lot, but you really are looking at Judaism and possibly even Islam, although I don't know anything about it, through a Christian lens. And that's a horrible thing to put on a religion. So, yes, they're Abrahamic religions. Yes, there's, I'm an atheist Jew, so I kind of float. But they are similar in, well, the Torah is very different from the Christian Bible.
Yeah, no, we absolutely 100%.
Yeah.
I agree with you. No one's saying that they're the same at all. But his point being, his main point is, he said Judaism is a completely unique religion, and that's absurd. I mean, obviously, it's not a completely unique religion when you're referring to Christianity or Islam, because you can't.
Right.
That was his point. No one's trying to say, oh no, they're exactly the same. Our point was that there's just too much in common for it to be completely unique. You know what I mean?
I think that in order to understand the differences, like I've only been Jewish for, now 20 years. And every day I learn how different it is from Christianity. We're not anti-abortion. We're not, we're not even we might be Zionist to a certain extent, but that does not mean we are pro the Israel government as it stands, or a two-state solution, or a one-state solution where everybody lives together. I just really felt like in listening to the last 10 minutes that you were trying to equate it as being that similar, and it's
no.
it's really
I
not
think
that similar to
as I've already.
Christianity.
I'm sorry. I'll just stop you because I think
Yeah.
I've already explained. That's not
Yeah.
what I was saying. I was simply
Okay.
pointing out. To the last guest, as our other Jewish friend Kit was also, as she was also pointing out, and as Nemo was pointing out, as all of us were pointing out, just that it's not an entirely unique religion because it
Right.
it stems from the same place, and there are a bunch of at least nominal similarities, but obviously Judaism and Christianity have wide gulfs of differences, as does Islam. There's no denying that. But to say the sentence, it's a completely unique religion, I think is wild. I think we can both agree that that is completely inaccurate, right?
I agree with you until I start
Yeah,
talking
so-
Christians. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't want to
sure,
stay on too long because I think
understand.
you're talking politics and I'm talking
I
religion.
understand that in practice, a lot of the people that we talk to are there, but when we talk about actual just pure religious beliefs as it, as it stands, they're,
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I
So,
get what you're
yeah.
saying. I appreciate your time. Thanks for letting me up.
Yeah, no problem, friend. I hope you have a good night. Okay.
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, we'd like you to hop in the box. Please hop in the box. Appreciate you guys being here. Not sure exactly how late we'll be on tonight. I've got to be up early tomorrow, but we'll do our best here and try to get back on the saddle. By the way, I want to say thank you to Eddie. Thank you to Eddie. Says, good job, Matt. Thank you, Eddie. Appreciate that. For the Cash App, for the 5 on the Cash App. This is very kind of you. Very kind. Guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, now is the chance. Now is the chance to hop in the box and have a conversation. Yes, I actually have to catch an early flight tomorrow with my daughter. We're heading down to Florida for the next couple of days. Gonna see my family. But don't fear. I'm gonna bring the setup and we're gonna see what we can do from there. So we're gonna do the thing. So that's fun. I haven't seen that one yet. That's cool. Thank you, Vince. I appreciate it. So gonna be fun. Yes, Molly, go Pats. Hopefully should land in time to see a little of the game. That should be fun. That'd be nice. So once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box and let's have a conversation. I see Buddy the Elf, and then they're in the Tampa area. They're in the Tampa area, Allie. I would invite Buddy to come on up, but of course, Buddy doesn't seem to be in the invites. Buddy. Oh, we got somebody here. Who we got? Jesse, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did.
Okay. How old are you? What state did you vote in?
I'm 28, and I live in Virginia.
Okay. Do you want to discuss one of the subjects above or something else that Donald Trump's doing right now?
Yeah, the second one. I just had like a quick question. I don't spend all my time thinking and listening and talking about politics, so I might just be uninformed. So the second one, Hegseth is a war criminal. What's like the grounds for that one?
He's violated our own laws as it relates to the law of war.
Yeah, what's the violation?
It's the Law of War Manual. It's page 1088, section 18.3.2.1.
Yeah, but what did okay, I didn't need the citation of the law. Like, what did he do to violate said law?
Oh, sure. I can read it for you. Hold on, please. Quote the law for you.
Can you just give it to me shorthand? Like, what did he do? I don't.
Well, it's easier if I. It's a violation. Here we go. Requirement to refuse to comply with orders to commit law of war violations applies to orders to perform conduct that is clearly illegal or orders that the subordinate knows, in fact, are illegal. And
okay,
the
so
example,
what did he do?
Excuse me. I was literally just about to say it before you interrupted me. So, anyways, the example that it gives, and actually I'll put it up on the screen for you here because I actually have it. There you go. The red highlighted section, I know it might be a little hard to see on your screen. The actual example that it gives with this regulation says, for example, orders to fire upon the shipwrecked would be clearly illegal. So giving orders to fire upon people who are shipwrecked is illegal. And this is in the Department of Defense Law of War Manual.
Is that what he did? I don't.
Wait, What do you
Is there
mean?
not an argument to be made that after a first strike, if those survived, could theoretically recoup and then is that not an argument?
Nope.
So, for example,
No,
isn't that an
it's
argument?
not
that,
an argument. No,
So, for example,
no. Well, I
hold on.
understand. Listen, I understand what
no,
you're
you.
about.
Why did you get pressed when I interrupted you, but you're not getting pressed when you're interrupting me?
Because I already said no. You asked the question. And
Well,
I
no,
answered
then
it.
I'll say no back. No. Okay, so you got mad when I interrupted you.
I didn't interrupt you. I've already answered your question. You can move on now.
No, I won't move on. Anyway, so
Okay, but
so isn't the argument that for those that were not killed or destroyed on the first strike, those that survived could theoretically commandeer new vessel and then survive and then keep fighting, so it still qualifies them as continual warfighters?
no. Again,
Why is that not right?
Okay, again, the answer is no, because they're shipwrecked. Once your vessel has been exploded, it's been blown up, and you're in the water, you are officially shipwrecked. And by the Department of Defense's own definition of who is shipwrecked, those people are shipwrecked.
Is there a world where the confirming whether a ship is completely not usable or destroyed, that analysis has to take some time?
Nope.
So, for example, if I fired a shot
no,
at
the
5
answer is
o'clock,
no.
What? Hold on, you
The
did it
answer
again.
is no. No.
Why did you?
You asked me the question, and I don't need an example from you. It's a simple
Well,
question,
maybe I'm
and
not
I
talking
gave
to you
you
because
the
there's
simple.
580 people in here.
I don't care about the other 580 people, and they don't need an extended example. You asked a very simple question. Do they need time to determine whether or not it's fully shipwrecked? The answer is no. They get the confirmation back, and then that's it. What happened was they got the confirmation back that the vessel was shipwrecked and that there were 2 survivors, and then Pete Hegseth said, do it. That's the problem.
Okay, that's why I asked in the first place. And then why didn't you give that full example the first time? Because I was
Why
like, wait,
didn't I
what
give what full example the first time?
what you just said to me
What do you mean the first time? What?
when I asked what did he do? I didn't know about they got the confirmation of the shipwreck back. I had asked 3 or 4 questions before you explained that part.
That's you backtracking, dude.
Who is that?
It's my
Nemo?
co-host.
Why don't you go
It's my
20,000 leagues under the
co-host.
sea, man? Well, I'm not talking to you. Enjoying your life.
I mean, I'm glad that you defaulted to Jules Verne instead of Finding Nemo. Most people do
Actually,
Finding Nemo.
honestly,
I appreciate
I
that.
do. I like that.
Well, I'm a really dumb guy, so I make really dumb things. Anyways, what I'm
Well, no, I was trying to compliment you, but okay. Anyway, yeah, dude, you are just trying to backtrack at this point.
I legitimately came in here and I said, wait, I don't know the thing that made him a war criminal. I thought that the understanding was that the ship was still active, and so the idea was, okay, well, they're still combatants. I didn't understand that part. You told me, and I'm trusting you on good authority, that they got confirmation back and then they fired again. I didn't know that part. And you got really defensive when I was trying to get to that really quickly. I didn't know that part. I was trying to ask it about it. And you're coming in here really defensive. Maybe it's because you have a long string of people coming here wanting to argue about everything. Fair enough. But I didn't know that part.
What?
So I wanted to come in and ask for an explanation.
So wait a
Okay.
second. You didn't know what happened?
I knew some part. My idea was I didn't know how you explained it. Why do you think I came here and asked about it? Is that confusing that I would ask a question to you?
A question like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially whenever you render arguments that are used by people who are aware of the fact that a double tap was ordered.
Again,
And that-
my understanding was the double tap was ordered under the assumption that there's not enough time to make analysis, so the ship is destroyed because those people would still be considered combatants because they could still hop on it, sail away, etc. When that explanation was given to me, I said, okay, that makes sense. So then I see an argument that Hegseth is a war criminal, and I was like, okay, well, that doesn't really jive with my first explanation. So why does that make him war criminal? And then you explained it differently. Why is that so weird that I would ask about that to challenge my understanding of the situation?
Double taps are illegal pretty much all the time.
I didn't serve in the military, so I don't really know if that's like an official term. When I think double tap, I just kind of think in the colloquial sense, like, oh, you fire again to make sure someone's dead. I'm not someone that's super versed in all this.
So double taps are illegal pretty much in all cases.
Right, but is it also, again, I'm asking this from a purely question standpoint, so put your guns down, no pun intended. Is it not the case, let's say you're in a naval battle, you disable a ship, or like some people jump off, but there is not a world where like, is the ship fully disabled? Does it still have, I don't know, offensive capabilities or escaping capabilities? So you're still in some sort of, I don't know, combat situation, so you have to like completely destroy it or something. Is there ever a world where that is like a justifiable thing, or is it always a war crime? The second you think you have the upper hand, you have to stop.
So to answer your question, if we're talking about, like you said, naval battle,
is the one that like the Venezuela thing, is that not a naval thing, or is maybe fall under a different scope or something?
So as far as like do you know what the size of the vessel was that we're talking about?
I thought it was small. I said no, I don't know a lot. I don't spend a lot of my time constantly going on. That's
fine.
Podcast.
I'm just asking.
No, I think it was relatively small because I think it was a drug boat. So I'm assuming it's not a carrier or anything or a big ship.
It was a speedboat. Like it was literally a speedboat.
Okay.
Like the kinds that you can rent.
Okay.
So like that's not exactly like a formidable vessel, right? Especially whenever you shove a Hellfire missile up its ass.
Okay.
So
it's still possible that things miss or things don't fully disable, or I mean, I don't know. Again, the original understanding I had was that the first shot didn't completely destroy and kill everyone, and those people were still thought of as combatants because they could possibly get on that vessel, or I don't know if there's another vessel in the area they could get on. So that was the justification. That seemed like, okay, that makes sense in my head. And then I hear accusations of war criminal, and then I come here and ask about it. So that's why I wanted to understand more about why my understanding was possibly wrong.
Okay, so with the information that you have now, do you think that Pete Hegseth is a war criminal?
I guess I don't really know what the full definition of like fully, I guess, someone that's not super educated and all that. But I just want to understand why mine could possibly have been wrong.
Well, he violated the DOD law of war, right? So, like, we're not even talking about Geneva Convention, because the Geneva Convention is also violated in this case. But unfortunately, MAGA, whenever it's inconvenient, will be like, well, fuck the Geneva Convention. Wait, that's international law. That's not American law. Cool. Yeah, the DOD law of war. That is ours. That's all ours.
Has there ever been because actions happen so frequently for every Secretary of Defense, or I guess it's the Secretary of War now, or before Secretary of Defense, all the Secretary of War, have like each and every one of them committed war crimes just in general? Like if we're being like super like doctoral about like all the laws and things like that, like is there a precedent? Like I guess the question is there a precedent for removing a Secretary of Defense after they've committed such an act, whether in any administration this century or previous?
Probably. I don't know when the last SecDef, if there was a removal, when that occurred.
So I guess because my question was, you're like, do you agree? And I was like, okay, let's say I do. So what do we do next? Is there a precedent of removing them because they violate these conventions?
Well, I mean, if they are a war criminal, then does it not follow that it's incumbent upon Congress to impeach?
Well, that's what I was asking. Is there a precedent where that's happened? I don't.
Let's say that there is no precedent. Does that matter?
I think precedent matters in things like this.
So in the first impeachment that we ever did?
For specifically for Secretaries of Defense or war when they commit war criminals. That's kind of what I'm trying to...
But like as it pertains to impeachment, because impeachment is ultimately a political process. It's not a legal process. People oftentimes think that impeachment is literally like a judicial thing. It's not. It's a political thing. It's Congress kind of cosplaying as a judge and jury and all that stuff. It's not actually a courtroom, right?
Right,
So,
yeah, it's Congress voting on it. So I'm just wondering if there's
Exactly.
precedent of, like, is there, I'm asking genuinely, Like, is there a precedent for that happening? Because if there's not, then I guess it's a question: do we think that war criminals should be? And if there is, then there's really not a question. Or if there isn't, we have like a history of a lot of secretaries of defenses or war committing war crimes, and then we never impeach them. Then there's a precedent that he shouldn't be. I don't know that. I'm genuinely asking.
So I don't know for Secretary of Defense. I mean,
Well,
like the only times
Wouldn't
that I
that
can
be like
think
the kind of
of.
natural next step if we agree that he is one?
No, the natural next step is going to be he is a war criminal, therefore you impeach. Like precedent is not necessary for this, right?
Is it not worth considering if it's like, what if we have had a ton of Secretary of Defenses in the past that have all done it and we've never impeached them? So what makes this one special? I'm not saying that is the case, but in this, because we both don't know, if that is the case, what do we do then?
Well, again, that would I guess presume that impeachment is a judicial process, right? Because that is when precedent really matters. I mean, like in the context that we're using the word precedent.
Well, there
using
is
it in
judicial
the
precedent, yeah, but in just a lowercase p precedent, the idea that this is what we've done in the past, should we do this in the future? If there is a lowercase p precedent of like, we just never do this to our secretaries of defenses or war, and if we should do it to Hegseth, what makes this one so special?
Real quick, I don't mean to interrupt. I sent you that thing on Discord. That you were just real quick.
Or does the host? Do you know if has this happened before to other like secretaries of defense or war? If we found them, guilty of a war crime, that we impeach them?
But I'm not 100% sure why you feel that this is so necessary.
Because it'd be the next step, right? That's what I'm like. Let's say I agree with you. He's a war criminal.
but
So what's the
I'm-
next
okay.
step?
Well, yeah, he should be removed from his position. But I don't understand why. I don't understand why you're looking for past justification.
It's not justification. It's like I said because I guess you don't know either, and I'm not saying this is a gotcha. I genuinely don't know, but insofar as like, let's say there's a realm where other defenses, Obamas and Bushes, etc., theirs committed war crimes as well, and we didn't impeach them. If we're going to impeach Hegseth, what makes this one special or different?
He committed a blatant crime.
Or here, I'll rephrase it. Is it not possible that the previous secretaries of defenses have also committed war crimes?
Is it?
Well, yes, it's entire.
Okay.
Not only is it possible, it definitely occurred during the Bush administration.
Okay, and I probably agree with you. So then,
probably.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I agree with you. Sure, I agree with you. So then, did we impeach them?
No.
Okay, so if we didn't do it then and we do it now, what makes this one different?
The composition of the Congress?
Well, I mean,
will?
Well, I don't think we should do things just because we think they're going to succeed or not all the time.
Well, no, I'm saying that. Well, I mean, if that was the case, then Trump.
That's like saying, well, I don't
think
think my candidate's going to win, so I'm not why bother voting.
Right, which is, I mean, if that was literally the case, then the Democrats would not have impeached Trump ever.
Okay, but if you think he should have, even if you think he wouldn't have gotten, you still think it would be on a very moral standard. You should still make the attempt to do so, regardless if you're.
Which is why we're saying you should impeach Pete Hegseth because he is a war criminal.
I understand, but if
just
we're
from
going
like
to do this successfully,
stance,
if we're going to do this
we should
successfully,
set that standard.
Okay, then that's I think I can get behind, because I was saying if we're going to make this stand of like we didn't prosecute Obama's Secretary of Defenses or Bush's Secretary of Defenses or whomever, but we're going to do it to Pete Hegseth, we have to say why this one is more important or is unique, or we're going to reset this standard. I think like that's. Do you understand what I'm trying to like ask about?
So, I mean, I understand that you're asking about precedent, and I feel like you're getting hung up on that.
Well,
in this context, like you have to consider that impeachment is a it is purely a political thing, right? It's not like a legal thing, and
Yes.
it is subject to the composition of Congress.
Yes, I understand. I know I'm not talking about legal precedent, right, with a capital P. I'm talking about precedent as the idea, as like this is how we've been doing something for a long
Yeah, no,
time.
no. I know how you're using it. I'm saying
Okay.
that, like, I understand that what you mean when you say the word precedent. I'm saying that you're using it in that way, but also treating it in the way that judicial precedent is treated. So
Well,
you're
they're not
doing
dissimilar.
both.
They're not dissimilar.
Hey.
We shouldn't treat them as such.
Hang on 1 sec. We need to welcome in the Brian Raiders. Welcome, Brian Raiders. Appreciate that. Thank you to our friend Brian. Welcome in Brian Raiders. I gotta tell you, this entire argument feels like a really, like, if you agree that Pete Hegseth did something wrong, and you think that we need to somehow make some sort of a justification for what we should do now based on what has happened in the past, why?
Well, we do that oftentimes.
Do we?
So
Cool.
Yes.
So awesome. So if somebody kidnapped somebody and kept them as a slave, now would we say, well, there was a time when that was okay, so precedent says that maybe it should be okay, and we should be okay? Like, what?
No.
No,
That's
exactly.
not the argument I'm making.
Exactly.
I don't think
Because
you're
there was a
understanding my
time
argument.
when that was okay, and then we were like, hey, now this isn't okay, or whatever it may be. Things change, whatever. But my point being is that we don't have to look and go, was there exactly another thing? And we don't need to do that. We have a Secretary of Defense who clearly violated the law of war, period, the end. It's very straightforward based on what he did, and he should be held accountable for violating said directive in the law of war, period. How is that not understandable to you?
No, that is understandable, and I'll try to restate.
No. Then that's it.
Keep going.
Then that's it. That's
No,
it.
it's not.
No, it is. That is. Because now the only other thing that we're going to do now is whataboutism. And I have no interest in playing the
It's not- it's
whataboutism
not-
game.
well,
It
okay, that's
literally,
good, 'cause I'm not trying to play that
great.
game.
Great. Then we've reached the end of the argument. Pete Hegseth did something wrong and should be held accountable. Good job. What's the next subject?
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. I'm glad we
okay.
agree. Great job, Jesse.
Okay, or can I talk now, or do you have another nice
Yeah,
little rant
what's the
queued up?
next subject we're going to talk about? Because you now agree that Pete Hegseth did something wrong and should be held accountable.
No, okay. Can
Good
I
job.
talk now, or
Yes, I know. What's the next subject
do
we're
you
going to
have?
talk about?
I'm not gonna. No, I'm.
Oh,
I
I'm
won't change the
sorry.
subject.
Now you want to whataboutism
I'm
because
not
you
trying
want
to
to figure out a
whataboutism. You can
way.
put
You want to figure out a way that this is somehow not as
Talk
bad
louder, I
or
can't
that
hear
he
you.
shouldn't.
Talk louder. I can't hear you.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
There we go. That's the volume I can hear you at.
Anyways, you've just admitted the thing that we're saying.
I said a couple conversations ago. I actually liked when I was talking to Nemo. I'm sorry I got a little defensive. I do like the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea reference. But what I'm saying was I didn't come in knowing all of it. I asked you about a few of the facts.
Yeah.
And I clarified them for me.
Cool.
I didn't know.
Great.
So my next questions were next steps. And so if like, let's say we're all Congress people and we want to impeach Hegseth and we're going to do that, I think there would be a natural, okay, well, someone could bring up, because I asked you and I asked Nemo, and none of us could really off the top of our heads bring up other war crimes Nemo was pretty confident that like a Bush one had done so. But like, let's say an opposition party would come and they'd say, hey, well, we didn't do it for, Biden's Secretary of Defense. We didn't do it for Obama's, and we didn't do it for Bush's, et cetera. We're not going to really play ball
Has
in
a
this
president
impeachment.
ever lied under oath?
I'd
Has
say
a
every
president ever?
has-
Awesome.
Every president.
Awesome. Then why was the first one who was impeached Bill Clinton?
Well, probably 'cause Nixon
Exactly.
resigned
There
before-
you
no,
go.
no,
You
no,
just
I
have
was about to
literally,
answer. You didn't cut me
dude.
off. You didn't cut
Why
me off.
are
You cut me
you
off.
doing this?
You cut me off. No.
Yes.
Shush. You cut me off.
Don't shush me, kid. This is my own fucking live. Your argument is fucking stupid. That's it. This is a stupid fucking argument. I'm sorry that you don't like the fact that you admitted he did something wrong and that you know he did something wrong and he should be punished for it. There is no going back and trying to say, well, maybe he shouldn't be because we maybe didn't punish this, or maybe someone did or didn't. It doesn't matter. Either we hold people accountable or we don't hold people accountable. We don't care what's happened in the past. We need to hold people accountable. If we don't hold people accountable, then what's the point? Why do we even have the regulations in the first place? What is the punishment for Pete Hegseth if it's not removal from his position?
Okay, so
What is the punishment if it's not removal from his position?
I would probably agree that that's the correct punishment.
Great! Then we've
Okay.
reached the end of the conversation. What's
the
the next
conversation
topic?
doesn't stop when we agree. The conversation has to keep
No!
going.
We've
Yes, it
reached the
does.
end of the topic. Holy shit, dude. That's it.
No,
We-
again, you need to talk louder. Again, I can't hear you. You gotta.
If you tone police me one more time, I am dropping you. I'll talk as loud as I fucking want. The topic that we want to debate is that Hegseth committed a crime and he should be removed from office. You have agreed. I do not want to discuss the semantics of what previous DOD secretaries did or did not do, and do they possibly warrant removal from office? I don't fucking care. I would like to talk about what Donald Trump and his administration is doing right now and what the Republican majorities in the Senate and the House are doing right now. If you don't want to talk about those things, you can kindly move along. But I don't need an academic discussion on what previous cabinet secretaries did or didn't do, bud.
So when Nemo was saying, I think actually when you said something about like to set the standard. I forget what words you said. I think that's like a good rebuttal to someone who would say, well, we didn't impeach this one. You'd say, well, now this is the line in the sand. Like we are the rants that the host was going. I think that if that's like the cogent political stance, actually, I think that's something I agree with. Would say, yeah, everyone else kind of fucked up in the past, but from now on, no longer are we as a Congress or as a society going to like indulge war criminality in SecDefs or secretaries of war now or whatever they're called. I think I'd actually agree with that, but thanks for yelling at me about it. But anyways, have a good day.
Okay, then. I feel like that was a lot of talking to just not say anything.
I'm sorry. Like I wasn't trying to. I don't know. We're hurting for ops and all. I'm not like trying to like drive some. But like, dude, we've like fine. You said Hegseth did it. You agree he should be punished for it, and it's probably removal from office. That's the point. That's the discussion point.
Yeah, I'm very confused. Like, I think that he likes to argue, and he was arguing on something that he ultimately agrees with us on. Like it seems like you're ultimately just, I don't know, arguing the hypothetical details.
Yes.
Or yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Noob, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump? You can unmute there. Sorry, I invited you to unmute. Noob, are you there? I invited you to unmute. If you're a Trump supporter, you can unmute. Noob. Okay. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Let's have a chat. Sue, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump? All right, creepy breathing. Cool. All right, Mr. Banana, why don't you come on up and have a conversation with us? Hey, real quick, this is a great time to remind you guys that Nemo and I have links in our bios if you'd like to offer some support. Now would be the time. Please feel free to go ahead and click on them and make us feel loved. It's always a nice thing to do here before the end of the year. It's very appreciated. Thank you. But thank you guys for the kind welcome back. It's been nice. I know you all missed me from the messages I received and the threats. Some of you were a little pushy. Okay, just have to say, all right, I'm sorry. It's a little scary, but you guys are okay. Just like calm the fuck down. Hey, it's our friend Brian. Hey, Brian, how are you?
Matt, I am only up for a few minutes. I am on my try to rebuild my account tour.
Yes.
So I just want to say hi. You know how much I love your live. It was great getting to know you, and you've helped me out with some things, and I just want to tell you I appreciate it and thank you.
Yeah, of course. And I had asked Brian to pop up real quick. For those of you who maybe have missed it, Brian had lost his main, but Brian's rebuilding on this account. So please make sure that if you were already following Brian's main, make sure that you follow here, and then click through and follow his new backup account and everything like that. So please make sure that you're following right now, and click through and follow, and make sure that you're checking Brian's lives out if you weren't already following. Okay.
I very much appreciate it. I also don't want to leave without saying I appreciate Nemo's stuff too. He does a great job. So Matt, thank you for everything, and thank you for letting me come up for a few minutes so I can try to rebuild here.
Okay. You got it, Brian. We'll catch you later, friend. All right.
Thank you, my friend.
All right. Bye.
All right. Good night.
W is for our friend Brian. Appreciate Brian. And definitely make sure that you guys help him out, and drop a follow. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Thanks for the hats, guys. Appreciate all the help. Marty, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Got a nice job at a smaller restaurant in Fairfax.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come up.
That's all right, Marty. You have a good night. We appreciate you. Thanks, Marty. Good job, Marty. That means Marty's tapping. What else we got here? All right, let's see here. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Let's have a conversation. Hop in the box.
Earlier, I think it was Wicked in the chat had said that Trump is a Jewish man selling Christian Bibles. One, Trump is not Jewish. His son-in-law is. His daughter is. She converted. Two, I don't know if you know, the main character of the Bible is Jewish?
Hey, man.
Oh, oh, what? Oh,
Hello. How's your day, man? It's doing great.
mm-hmm.
So I support Trump. So I support Trump. It's because Trump, he was communicate fraud, right? Trump, he was communicate fraud, and he was war criminal. He was pro crime, and he's a Christian. Trump, he's a Christian, and he wants to become leader from the president, right? If Donald Trump wants to lead the president, he it's called Tom. Tom, he communicated fraud with a Trump and by administrations. And I want to know, why is Donald Trump, he's a communicate fraud with by Biden administrations. Can you tell me why? Like, did Donald Trump, he communicate fraud because he is the pro criminal?
Did he what?
Did he pro criminal fraud? Did Donald Trump, he did fraud or something?
Yes, he committed fraud.
Why did he fraud?
Why? Why did?
Yeah, why?
I mean, you could ask him why. I mean, it's probably because he's a shitty businessman who's always, been under the table with his business practices.
He was fraud from Biden administrations. And Kamala Harris and Charlie Kirk. You know the Charlie Kirk?
Who is that?
Charlie Kirk.
I haven't heard of him.
He's the president.
Who now?
Charlie Kirk, president.
He was the president?
Yeah.
Of what?
Of United States leader.
Cool.
Is this somebody's autocomplete or some shit?
Yeah, because Charlie Kirk, he was a president from United States government. He was in 2025. Because Charlie Kirk, he gone.
Mr. Sparky, are you a Trump supporter?
I'm neither.
Charlie Kirk, he gone. Because he was gone. Charlie Kirk, he's gone forever.
Hold on one sec, Arsha. Wait, are you a Trump supporter or no?
I'm neither.
You're neither? Who did you vote for in the last election?
I voted for Kamala Harris.
You voted for Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris, yes, sir.
Okay. Well, we're just looking to talk to Trump supporters, but
Hey,
all right, very appreciate it.
Hey, hold on.
What?
Hey, all I'm saying is this person that's on your live has some type of like speech impediment or something like that. Yeah. Tell your fucking chat to have a little bit of morals and quit making fun of people.
Yeah, all right, dude. Arshad he's been up before. We've talked with Arshad. Okay, it's fine.
So why did Charlie Kirk move to the country if the Donald Trump, if he's a fraud and criminal? Yeah, why did he do it?
Hold on one sec. Bevo, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did.
Hi. You did?
I immigrated here, and I think I made a mistake.
Okay. What state are you in?
I'm in Ohio.
You're in Ohio?
Yes, Columbus.
Yeah. Okay.
And
what time is it there?
Right now, I do not have my watch. Hold on. Hey Siri, what's the time? It's not working because I'm on here. I can just scroll down here. No.
Can't just look at your phone.
No, I've got a big like you know on the top of your cameras.
Mm-hmm.
I've got like a big black circle and it's covering the whole top screen, so I can't see my battery percentage up the top.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
That's weird. You might even know just like roughly around what time it is, like a normal human being.
Well, yeah, it's early.
Really? Like when? Just roughly. Even
I'm
within
looking
an hour.
outside, it's looking nice outside.
Yeah, like you can see the sun.
Not really.
It's just because it's just daybreak.
Well, no, not really.
No. Dude, you're really bad at this.
Bad at what?
Dude, any normal fucking person can at least roughly say the time.
Yeah, but
Like
Okay,
an
do you know
hour.
what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, okay, kid.
Yeah, but I can't see the clock.
We can hear you.
Jesus
clicking
Christ, dude.
your
You're
mouse.
trying so hard. Like
There's a clock on your computer, bro.
I don't
You
got a
can
computer.
pull
I'm
down
broke.
the notification shade on your phone and get the time.
I
Holy
didn't even
God.
think of that.
Oh my god. This is so dumb. You're so stupid. Oh.
Okay, I got the time within the hour. I didn't realize I could pull down.
Yeah, because you were able to look it up on your computer because we heard you clicking.
What this? It's my vape. You can click the turbo on and off.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
What about the keyboard noises?
I legit don't have a keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Siri didn't answer me because I'm on the fucking call, so I can't even do that.
Cool. Turn your camera on.
For what reason?
Please turn your camera on. I'll let you stay up and talk if you turn your camera on and do one thing for me.
What do I got to do?
Turn your camera on.
But what do you want me to do first?
Turn your camera on. You don't have to even show your face. Turn your camera on.
Yeah, but what do you want me to do when I turn the camera on?
It'll be simple if you just do it. I'm not going to tell you in advance. Just turn your camera on.
Well, now I feel like I'm getting like,
What?
lynched.
What?
I feel like I'm getting lynched.
No, you're not. This will be real simple. It'll be a real simple way, and then you can prove to all of us that you're in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, but what can I do to do that?
Yeah, turn your camera
You'll
on, and I'll
find
tell
out.
you.
Well, I feel like I'm getting lynched over here.
You've got 10 seconds to turn your camera on, or I'm going to drop you because we know that you're lying.
For what
to
reason?
us.
Because of my skin color?
10, 9, 8,
So it is. It's because
7,
you're racist.
6, 5,
We are, guys.
4, 3.
That's exactly what you Jews do. You Jews are.
There it is. There it is. By the way, guys, I was going to have him flush the toilet for us.
It's funny that you think that Matt is Jewish, by the way.
They all do. It's fine.
Good job, dumbass.
Yeah. There are a number of them in Australia, aren't there?
Yeah, that's a knife.
That's a knife.
Oh, might fry. Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing? Oh my God. What's up, Nemo?
Anthony, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Oh no.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's coming. We're just looking to talk to Trump supporters. We appreciate you, though. Okay.
I was gonna say something.
All
That guy.
What's that?
I was leaving messages. He's not 18 years old.
Oh.
He was a minor.
Oh.
He's the guy that he's the guy. He's sound grown. He got a dope voice, but he's not. He's only 17 years old.
Oh. Well, thank you for letting us know. I mean, I was getting ready to. I think that was going to be a short one, anyways, because I think we figured out he wasn't in the States. But thank you, my friend. I appreciate you letting us know that as well. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So
What's up, Nemo?
What's up, man?
But all right, man. I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna try to get some more Trumpers up here. But I appreciate.
Hey, Nemo.
What's that?
Nemo.
Yep.
You doing any more lives or no? I haven't seen you for a while.
I haven't been hosting in a while. I need to start hosting.
Yeah. All right. Because I'll go around there. Where's Nemo at?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, you put out there. You tell facts, and MAGA don't. Why is it? Why MAGA hate facts? They like to listen to the alternative facts that doesn't exist.
Oh yeah.
They love those alternative facts. But all right, Anthony. Well, I'm gonna bring you down, my friend, because we're gonna try to get some Trumpers up here. But we appreciate you. Okay, man. Hope you have a good rest of your night.
Have a good night.
You too, bud.
Have a good one.
Hey,
W's for our friend Anthony. Thank you for letting us know that info, Anthony. We appreciate that. No, I thought we had someone else. No, I guess not. We do have Erica. Erica's here. Hello, Erica.
I was somewhere else and I got a bat signal.
What?
Someone was like, "You need to get over to Matt's live now."
Is that because someone couldn't tell the difference between a British and an Australian accent? I am embarrassed for somebody in our chat.
See, here's the thing.
Ugh.
I was about to say that.
Goddamn.
You could classify me as racist towards Australians mostly because I mix up Australians, Kiwis, and South Africans all the fucking time. Even though side by side I can tell a difference between the accents, I consistently think that they're all Australian every single time. So in that regard, yeah, I'm pretty fucking racist towards Aussies. But confusing that for a British accent, damn.
That's embarrassing for them. I mean, sorry that you came running over. It was some dumb Australian kid who was like, I immigrated to Columbus, Ohio, or something like that. And we were like, oh yeah, what time is it? He's like, well, I can't see my clock. I'm like, well, sure, whatever. I'm like, roughly what time is it? So I don't know. I was like, the fuck, like.
Oh, it's all right. It's Kit just said it's my fault. I wanted you to make fun of him.
Oh, okay.
Which doubtless I would have done had I been here. Anyway, Matt, the real story is the Maltesers went down well, correct?
That was the first one she picked. Big hit.
Maltesers are great.
Yep. Erica's package of her cavity package arrived today.
It really was a cavity package.
Hang
on.
Erica's trying to run up my dentist bill for my daughter.
There was a Christmas tree ornament in there. What are you talking about?
There was a Christmas tree ornament in there, and there was an Iron Brew, and I have not opened the Iron Brew. I saved it because I'm gonna drink it on. I was gonna drink it on live with you. Try like a real time try. Like
have you had it in the fridge?
Yeah.
Good.
Well,
Good.
I mean, I'm not crazy. That and beer
in the fridge. Yeah. That's the good Iron Brew as well. That's the 1901. That's like the vintage Iron Brew.
Nemo, have you had it?
Remember what this? I can't even remember what it tastes like. I definitely tried it at some point. Like I recognize the bottle, but yeah, no.
So it doesn't taste like anything anything else. Um, uh, there's a video of AOC trying it, and she said it tastes like a Puerto Rican drink. I can't remember what it was called though, but it just tastes like Iron Brew. There's nothing else that tastes like it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm prepared to try it, so prepared. But yes, it was very nice. Erica's package is cleared customs somewhere. It's close, hopefully.
Yeah, I think it will probably be delivered Monday because the post office don't deliver on Christmas Day or Boxing Day. So I'm assuming that like Saturday they had like a backlog of shit. And then they don't deliver Sundays. So I think Monday is probably, when I'm likely to is it a cavity package, Matt?
I sent you. There's definitely a good amount of sweets in there, but there's some savory.
Okay, if you've sent me Hershey's, I'm reporting you for a hate crime. Just so you know.
Hold on, I'm gonna let you know. There's a variety bag that has a couple in there, but I got you the variety. There was you'll see what it is. It's a variety bag. It just happened to come with some. Don't be like, but it's just it's a variety bag, and it came with a couple of small ones. Give them to the kids that you hate at school.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I'll give it to someone who lacks taste buds.
There you go.
It's fine.
Exactly.
My aunt,
but the rest of the
doesn't
stuff in
have
the
taste buds.
Okay, great. But the rest of the stuff in the bag, there are things I was like, and it was like a really good. Whatever, you'll see.
Everyone in the comments is agreeing with me that Hershey's is a hate
I don't
crime.
I don't like Hershey's. It's fine. It just unfortunately is a lot of my American compatriots know, especially around Halloween time, and especially like right after Halloween, it's a great time to get a bag like this, which was kind of like the deal that I got. But the problem is when you want to get a bag of a bunch of variety stuff, inevitably, there's always one thing in that bag that you don't really like and that you kind of have to deal with. It's like they put it in there anyways. And basically, in this particular bag of stuff that I was like, ooh, Erica might like, she'd probably like this and probably like that. The regular old Hershey bars was that thing. So
do you know all donations of sweet treats are gratefully accepted?
Well, there you go. And for the person who said it's Three Musketeers or like Three Musketeers, you can get fucked. I love Three Musketeers. Get the fuck out of my live and just go right the fuck away. If there's any Three Musketeers slander in the chat, you can just show yourself the fucking door. I love Three Musketeers.
I have a question. Which one's your favourite, Porthos, Athos, or Aramis?
I'm a D'Artagnan fellow myself.
Oh, so the fourth unofficial musketeer.
Yeah, exactly. But also the chocolate bar is what I'm referring to.
I would. What I was doing, Matthew.
Yes, I know. I know.
It's
Thank
called
you,
making a joke.
Okay. Yes. By the way, if we have any Trump supporters in here who would like to come up and have a conversation, that would be great. Because so far tonight.
Yeah, it's been dog shit.
That's generous, man. That's real. Like that's fucking generous.
To encourage them, and because I was with my lovely friend Dougie, I am gonna drop down and let you guys, spank them on your own, and I'll go back to my spanking of people who hate the queer community, if that's okay.
I mean, it's also kind of terrible. Tell Doug that I said hello. I had a nice conversation with him earlier about some stuff. So.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to encourage people to help. Buzz, shut the fuck up! It's 5 a.m. Stop being a dick. I'm encouraging people to help him out with that. which is one of the reasons that I'm there, not here. Anyway,
All right.
love you.
Bye,
Fuck
friend.
off.
All right, fuck off. Bye. W's for Erica. We love you, Erica. That's good. Yeah, I'm Doug and I had a conversation. Hopefully, Doug is going to start doing what we're doing, and get the dual streaming thing going. And so we had a chat about like hardware and some logistics stuff. So I told him I'd be happy to help. So yeah, good stuff. But cool. Trump supporters. Wow. Look at stuff. You guys don't talk about things. Want to talk about the Michigan thing? Ooh. No, you probably don't want to talk about that.
Yeah. I don't think that they have much to stand on as far as like accomplishments or whatever.
No. I mean, like nothing. The put a mini one between two Nilla wafers. Okay, I'll try that one. You know what's funny is the economic numbers that have come out recently have been looking not bad, with the GDP and the markets have been up and different things like that. And it's like, if you start reading like the Wall Street Journal or the Economist in earnest, and you actually just scratch the surface just a little bit. Like if you saw a headline go by and you're like, oh wow, GDP went up, 4%, you're like, wow. If you scratch just a little bit, if you're just like, oh, let me just, is literally just fucking like strings and wax, and it's AI companies and AI investment, and like everything is fucked. Like our economy right now, I think, is being like propped up by a handful of companies. There's like 10 to 12 companies that are currently propping up like half of our economy. It's fucking insane, you guys. Like it is legitimately fucking wild. And everything that we're seeing is like, anyone who knows anything knows that this is all just, it is like, it's bullshit. It's just bullshit. Like, really.
Yeah, it's bad. Like, really bad. I've seen some people like put visual explainers to it, and it's terrifying, because ultimately what's happening is, okay, there's a lot of buzz around AI. Okay. Mm-hmm. Seems to be just like a license to print money, essentially. And everybody thinks, oh my God, it's gonna be like the internet, it's gonna be huge. And is it gonna be huge? Yes. But just like the internet, there was a .com bubble. And NVIDIA is the company that makes chips that are used for AI. Mm-hmm. Okay? That's why NVIDIA is worth so much goddamn money. But that's speculation. Like, it's all speculation. It's like, well, NVIDIA is worth this much because AI is about to be fucking huge. We're going to get so much money from it. Like, there's going to be such a return on investment, except that there's not. There's not actually a return on investment from this stuff. And the closest thing that you get to a return on investment is when the same money is being circulated amongst these companies, just back and forth. And that inflates the overall GDP number.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the same money moving back and forth between them.
Yeah.
And Nvidia also, they are changing the way that they are measuring I guess the value of their stuff. So depreciation with their graphics cards or their chips, whatever. Originally depreciation, they did it over, I think it was 6 years. They cut it to 2. I think that's the order in which it goes. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Actually, no, I have that backwards. Originally, they depreciated over
By
2,
and they went to 6 because that
Yes.
inflates. That makes the numbers look better.
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
I knew what you meant. Yeah.
So they increased the depreciation timeline to 6 years, and that means that they have more value, at least on paper. In reality, they don't, because we're talking about chips for AI, which is rapidly advancing. These chips are, by NVIDIA's own admission, obsolete very quickly. And somehow they're trying to, I guess, pad the numbers. That's NVIDIA's side of things.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. Real quick, Jose, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump? I'll invite you on mute. Jose? Okay. Once again, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Let's have a conversation. Isn't NVIDIA like at a $5 trillion market valuation right now or something like absurd?
Yeah,
like,
it's insane.
That's not real. Like Nemo was saying that there's no return. Like Apple is like Apple's valuations are ridiculous sometimes, but like if Apple comes out with a new product and they sell a shitload of their new product, there's a return. There's a tangible profit. There's a thing there that you can actually like, that there's something there that you can be like, okay, well they've recouped something, and that we can look at that. Like I don't know how to explain to you guys other than just saying like there's literally just, if NVIDIA succeeds in the AI space, what Nemo was saying is, what's the return? Because you can say that they're valued whatever you want, but what's come? It doesn't make any sense. You know, yeah, it's a little ridiculous. The whole thing is, like I said, the whole thing is a fucking house of cards. And if you do any digging past the surface of this economy, shit is bad.
Yeah,
it's bad.
I mean, like, to your point with Apple, they have stuff, you know, like in addition to them selling bukus of things, they also have like a war chest of just a disgusting amount of money. Like, it depends on how you want to calculate it, but it's over $100 billion in what is effectively cash. It's not literally cash, but more or less it is considered that. And it's over $100 billion that Apple has in what's called like cash equivalents.
Retirement planning specialist. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Not opposition. I was just going to make a quick NVIDIA comment.
Sure. What's up?
NVIDIA did profit in the last 12 months, about $99 billion net profit. Apple was about $112 billion. So the net profit was Apple was just slightly more than Nvidia's. These are profits, not revenues.
Yeah.
And the growth rate, Nvidia is just growing quicker than Apple. That's why it's valued a little bit more at 5 trillion versus 4 trillion. So I agree. No one knows what's going to happen, but they did just make $100 billion in profit, Nvidia.
With the chips, I think with the chip, I agree with you that with the chips, but I think that it's just simple that their valuation is going up. Simple speculation on the AI space. I agree with you. Selling chips, fine, absolutely. That's being like, hey, NVIDIA is going to keep doing chips, and they're gonna keep making tangible things, and that I agree with valuing a company based on that. I believe from everything that I've read about NVIDIA, their valuations are based on just like, ooh, AI, it's a thing that they're gonna, and we're AI. It's, you know what I mean? Just
right. The big
banking
question
on
mark
that.
is how's AI? How well does that AI do? And it's probably too much hype. Obviously, we all agree with that.
That's all.
But
You know what I mean?
NVIDIA also, they don't just sell the chips. They actually do the software now, whereas everyone else just sells the chip pure. NVIDIA actually has the software integrated in now, so everyone's having to use their stuff. But the Chinese, I don't know if are y'all familiar with ASML, the European company that makes the machines that make the chips? They're the only company in the world that can do it. China just reverse engineered it, and we were purposely asking the Europeans not to sell it to them, so they had held off. So China's gonna be able to build probably NVIDIA type chips within 2 years. So we're gonna lose that whole advantage we had over China.
Well,
but
also recently, Trump. I think like within the last day, Trump reversed the Biden era rule on exports of advanced chips as they're classified, which means that NVIDIA can now sell to China.
but not the highest level chip, is it? I don't think they can sell the highest level. I thought it was like the tier 2, but I may be wrong. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know everything about NVIDIA. So
yeah, so I didn't look too deeply into it. It was anything that was classified as advanced chips. So yeah, let me look it up.
I think it was something where where I think you might be right that maybe it wasn't the most advanced chip, but it was still an advanced chip that the Biden administration had said we shouldn't sell this to them, and the Trump administration was like, no, we can sell them this one, it's okay. But the Biden administration had been like, no, don't even sell them this one. It's something like that. So I think I don't think they eased the restriction on the most advanced one, but they still eased up on them, and I think that there was some good reason to not sell them that chip, if I recall the Biden administration's reasoning. But I could.
I'm going to say this stuff. There's stuff that's behind the scenes that probably none of us know about. That who knows? It's too complicated. At the end of the day, what's really happening? But I've talked to y'all before. I'm a Republican, but I can't vote for Trump for obvious reasons. So I'm going to start my own party. I've decided that center right, that is pro social issues that y'all believe in, but also pro capitalism within certain levels of restriction, and also pro universal health care. I think the whole Republican Party is going to make a major shift towards the left. They have to survive. So it'll be an interesting 8 to 12 years. See how this plays out.
I mean, I hope that they do, and if the Republican Party can move to the left on social issues, I would be happy to go back to the days of having fiscal policy conversations.
How crazy would that be? I hope I'm 55. I hope in my lifetime it happens, but it is what it is. I'll drop off. I'm not contesting anything.
That's all right, man.
All right, man.
We appreciate your input. Thanks for dropping that. Okay, thanks, man.
Yeah.
All right, have a good one.
Bye, guys.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, do I think the Republicans are going to go left? I mean, that would require the Democrats to win things like, and not even like the Democrats, but like someone who is nominally progressive. Not even like I'm not even talking about not like AOC or Bernie, because they are actually progressive. I'm talking about someone who is considered progressive, but whatever. I'm trying to think of like an example.
Wait, give me the criteria. Give me the criteria again. Who are we talking? What were we saying?
So like nominally like they are on their face considered progressive, but in practice it's not really.
Probably, I guess you could probably say like, yeah, Booker maybe would be, yeah, maybe. I was gonna say maybe Andy Bashir, but I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he would move a little bit to the left, but and by the way, he seems like perfectly fine, but again, not like progressive, like I think a lot of us would like to see. So
I think that, yeah, I think the chat's got it right. Pete Buttigieg, like on the surface, Pete Buttigieg seems progressive. He seems like, oh yeah, this is like a progressive politician. If you look at his policies, I mean, are they better than like a standard neolib? Yes. But it is still very much neoliberalism. It very much still is. I do like Pete Buttigieg. I'm not trying to shit on him or anything. I think that he has god tier communication skills. He's able to distill things down into these easy to understand and easy to remember bites that, I mean, a lot of politicians just can't do that. And sometimes it's fucking impossible to do it because it's a complicated topic, but he's really good at just kind of like explaining something without boring people in a nice, short, simple, like bumper sticker level explanation. And that's because he is extremely intelligent. He's probably one of the smartest people on the national level as far as like politicians go. I really want to see him more in national politics. But if you look at Pete Buttigieg, and if you think that Pete Buttigieg is in the same category as AOC or Bernie or, I mean, even Elizabeth Warren or people, I'm trying to think of other progressives. He's not.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah. No, it's true. I mean, I don't know exactly what I see happening 100%. I just see a major fracturing of the Republican Party coming. I really think that that's what's going to happen. I don't know if some of it's going to move left. I think some of it's going to stay where it is, and I think some of it's just going to push further right. But it's hard to say because I don't think that the people that are breaking with Trump right now are breaking because of progressive policy. I wish they were, but they're not.
We're kind of like at that inflection point. So Nick Fuentes has been this kind of like a gadfly that's just kind of been there in the background, just like just static in the background, just something that, like, it's there but you can ignore him. And he's been there for years. And he hasn't exactly been that much of an issue because he has been relegated to a corner. But in the last 6 months, that has changed dramatically. Thanks to Charlie Kirk getting offed and Tucker Carlson elevating him and Candace Owens blowing the fuck up. Like, all of those things happened at the same time, and so Nick Fuentes has suddenly become like a thing. So what's happened is we've reached this point where he is an unabashed white nationalist. Like, that's what he is. He has said that that's what he is. He has called himself a Yahtzee, and he's not being ironic. He said this. So he's that wing, that ideology. It's now, I guess, one of the key lanes. It's no longer like this, oh, okay, yeah, these crazy people, whatever, just ignore them. Ignore the people that are burning crosses over there, okay? Are they technically a part of the right wing? Yes. Do we claim them? No. Do we agree with them? Secretly, behind closed doors. But now it's at a point where politicians are starting to mirror the language in subtle ways. So, for instance, J.D. Vance has said some of his rhetoric recently has been reflecting Nick Fuentes heavily. And you also see that with Turning Point, where it's a weird thing. They root it in essentially Christian nationalism. In the case of Fuentes, he uses Christian nationalism that is very heavily, there is a racial bend to it. In the case of Turning Point, they do the whole Christian nationalism thing, and it's an implied racial bend, but not really. Like, that part is not explicitly addressed. And it's fucking dangerous. It's very dangerous. Very dangerous, like, dealing with this shit. Entertaining this ideology. But that's where they are, because I guess we're reaching that limit of the Overton window where it has successfully been pulled so far to the right that now they are in the conversation consistently. It's not like flashes of them like once every year or two. No, they're consistently in the conversation. We're reaching that limit of the Overton window where, oh wait, the Yahtzees are literally, that's where the party is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. By the way, before I forget, I had two photos I wanted to show you guys. In Oaxaca, there was so much amazing art. So much amazing art that people were making, people were selling, art crafts. I did not know that Oaxaca is the arts and crafts capital of Mexico. The artists and artisans in Oaxaca blew me away. Inspiring stuff. Just on walls and just walking around, people are doing amazing things. I really like this one. which and they make great cheese. They fucking do. I had so many fucking amazing street tacos. I ate it. It was so many great restaurants. You guys, it was fucking great. I can't recommend Oaxaca enough to you guys. If you ever get a chance to go. I super super lucky that my girlfriend wanted us to go and took me. That was very, very nice. Anyways, so this I really like this. I don't know if you can read what it says above, but it says "Make America Great Again" above the image, which I love that. Thought that was fucking great. And then there's this one.
Lovely.
And you can't see his tie knot. I'm going to zoom in real quick. And then I'm going to zoom out.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I debated there's another half of that one, and it's Netanyahu, pictured similarly. I almost took a picture of the whole thing to show to you guys, and the only thing, and although I agree with the sentiment that they're going for, and Netanyahu also has the same tie thing, and he's holding, I agree with all the sentiments. The only thing that I didn't like about it was I didn't love the cockroach imagery juxtaposed with if you think about insects and extermination and with what the Jewish people have had to go through. I was like, I just don't love that bit. And it's like, I think anyone who is educated and understands what is happening in Israel and who Netanyahu is and what's going on there can obviously differentiate. I understand that you guys are intelligent people for the most part, and you guys can understand that. I worry. I was like, I don't love that. Sometimes, maybe if there's an average person, maybe I'm overthinking it, but there was that. But I did think it was a brilliant bit of street art, and I did see so much street art there. So, but anyways, so I had a great time there. It was pretty good. So
I didn't know this. Apparently, Scheinbaum is Palestinian.
Yes. Yeah, but Jewish, but Palestinian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that blew my mind.
It's like,
I mean, like, her last name, I thought, okay, I guess, like, Scheinbaum, well, that doesn't sound like a Spanish last name, so I guess I had thought, okay, maybe, but yeah, it melted my brain when I found that out.
It's pretty interesting, right? Probably gonna, guys, I don't think we got any more. I don't know if we're gonna get any more ops. I have to be honest with you guys. I do have an early flight. Probably gonna wrap up here in a minute. We got here.
Hello.
Obama. See, hey, what's up, man?
I just want to say, like, there's so many people that we are missing when we're talking about all these streams. I mean, when we're talking about all these political talks. Like, I was just talking with my parents because I went home for Christmas and they did not know who Samantha Volnecki was or whatever. The little girl who wrote the essay for Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so I told them that she wrote a terrible essay about God and whatever, and they did not even hear anything about this. These are two black people, um, and they didn't know anything about this. Like, they're usually caught up on their shit, but there's a whole population that we don't think, like, we think we're reaching, but we're not really reaching everybody.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of realized that when I was like talking to my parents, because I thought I was like reaching them because I usually talk to them about everything, but they didn't know about this shit at all. Like this Samantha Fulnecki shit. Like they did not know anything. And so I kind of question like how like how large of a population are we actually reaching? Like not saying that you're not doing your thing, because I know you're doing your thing. I'm usually tuned in. But there is such a population that we're not reaching. And I thought I was reaching my own population too. My parents, like I thought I was like talking to them, but they did not know anything about Samantha Fulnecki. They did not know anything that was happening in Oklahoma. So
Well, you
that
know,
was yeah.
well, I mean, you know, it's, you know, everyone tends to get, you know, can get compartmentalized information and different things like that, and everyone's not going to be able to get everything or know everything, and I think we can just, you know, just do what we can and try to, you know, inform people and educate people in the best, you know, just the best way that we can. Yeah, I mean, everyone's not going to be able to know everything. It's just going to be one of those things where we just got to do our best to, you know.
Yeah,
yeah.
I just fear that they don't know like what is actually going on with like these young white Americans that are just consuming the algorithm that they're being fed, like the Nick Fuentes and everything like that.
Yeah.
It just makes me scared because they don't like, they think they're like gonna leave this world good, but I don't know. I didn't bring that up to them, but
Yeah. I mean, that's when you get into the idea of, you know, you don't want to you don't want to be siloed off. The idea is that if you can reach enough people, that those people will talk to people outside of that bubble, right? But getting that reach is really hard. And, you know, politicians are supposed to bridge that gap. But it really depends on who it is, right? Like, so for instance, Obama was able to bridge that gap, right? Because the dude campaigned like nobody's business, right? And I mean, I feel like the party just doesn't have someone that campaigns on that level. Like he was just a different level of campaigning. I think that it's really hard to break out of a bubble.
Yeah.
And like you have to have like the X factor, right? So with Obama, I mean, he's got the golden voice. You know, he can make a instruction manual sound profound. You know, so you know, as far as a successor to that, I mean, like Pete Buttigieg is kind of that. He's got he doesn't have the same I guess gravitas as Obama. It's a different angle with Obama. Pete Buttigieg has the boyish aspect, so he comes off as inoffensive, and I think that people are more willing to just kind of like listen to him. because he's, I don't know, unassuming. He looks unassuming, or he sounds unassuming, right? And then he just
giving
drops.
straight. Is he just giving straight mail? Like, is that like? I mean, I know he's been like on a lot of like podcasts or whatever, but
Well,
like,
so I mean,
you know, like at the end of the day, like we know that the Republican side of that little big machine, they're just gonna say, "Oh, they're trying to turn your kids gay or whatever." Like that's my fear. Like I don't
yeah,
want I don't want this thing to, because we already know that white America, they don't want a black woman. They don't want anybody that's, you know, like they don't want anybody that's not one of them.
yeah. I mean, so I've said, I mean, I said it after the election. The next person has to be a straight white male, preferably
Yeah.
somebody under the age of 70. But it's going to have to be a straight white male. That's not fair. That's not right. That's not good. That's not ideal. But that is the reality of
I
where
just-
this country is, not where we ought to be or where the left is or where, you know, I guess how people perceive themselves versus how they are. You know, like we whenever you answer a survey, and it's like, how many times a week do you eat broccoli or green vegetables? And the answer might be once a week. But you're probably going to say, oh, you know, like there was that one week, I don't know, 3 to 5 times a week. Like there's the version of you that you perceive in your head, the best version of you, the filtered, like almost, I guess, Instagram-ish version of you, right? The curated one. And then there's the actual one. The same thing is true with politics. So there's the actual political belief. And then there is the curated, like, well, this is how I want everyone else to think that I view politics. So I guess in a way it's like virtue signaling, if that makes sense. So I feel like, I mean, especially in the left, there's a lot of that, right? It's not to say that people on the left are secretly racist. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I feel like the idealism becomes dogma, and dogma becomes a cancer in the left. And I've said that for a long time. I'm a socialist. I have no delusions in believing that we are going to achieve socialism in one election cycle or 2 or 3. I am not deluded into believing that the Democrats are going to wake up one day and be like, all right, we're nominating AOC. And then AOC is going to win the election. And then she's going to come out and her inauguration speech is going to be, we are seizing the means of production. Fuck the billionaires. And then boom, Vanguard Party. Like, I'm not deluded into believing that that's going to happen. I know the reality of it.
Yeah.
I feel like people on the left, some people on the left, leftists, tankies, they look for an excuse to do nothing. I think that's really what it is. They're looking for a reason to just continue to do what they're doing, which is bitch about the fact that the Democrats are a bunch of milquetoast centrist neolibs and blame the ensuing Republican Armageddon on the Democrats.
And you know what I fucking hate? You know what I fucking hate? This is what I fucking hate. So there's a lot of black people that died to have their vote being casted because there's a lot of people outside of the polling stations that did not want black people to have their vote casted. Just for that simple reason that their vote can be casted. And then there's all these people that are just like, oh, I'm just gonna sit out. Like I don't want to do anything. And it's like, how can you guys sit when all these people have fought for the right for you to have the right to vote? And it's just like it just blows my mind that people would sit out, and it makes me so pissed off. And I'm like that just makes me so pissed off because
Yeah.
I just I can't grasp the fact that like I would rather sit than do anything about imagine if like well, I hate to like bring this like imagine if slavery was going on and then you're just like imagine if I was going to sit out and just be like, "Oh, well, this is just not what I'm like I don't have everything perfect right now." Like maybe there's not the right candidate. You know, it's just like I just hate that mindset that people are just not going to vote just for the right candidate. Like you have to vote for progress, and then when progress comes, like you have to at least like you have to try. That's my whole thing. You have to try.
Yeah.
Like,
I've heard it described before as like, you know, getting on a bus to wherever you're trying to go. Like you have your destination and there are buses.
Mhm.
There's a bus going towards that destination and a bus going away from that destination. And that the bus that's going towards it, it's not actually going to that destination, it's just going in that direction, right?
That's what progress is.
And refusing to get on that bus and allowing the other bus to drive you further away because the bus that was going in the general vicinity of where you were trying to get, well, it wasn't going directly there, and therefore it is not worthy of your vote. It's nonsensical.
Exactly. Like it's just so stupid.
It definitely is, man. Hey, listen, man. I think we're gonna wrap things up, friend. So I'm gonna drop you down, but I appreciate you popping up. All right, man.
Have a great night.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Later.
All right. Gonna wrap things up. I think for tonight. Or I'm trying to get back on tomorrow night. I know that there's a lot of you upset that I wasn't here last week because I've received all of your messages, threats, complaints.
Was there a horse head in your bed?
No comment. It was a pinata. It was a pinata head, but still the sentiment was there. Okay. Thank you to Tammy for the generosity in the Blue app. Thank you. Appreciate you, Tammy. That was very kind of you. Guys, we have links in our bios if you'd like to offer some support. Our friend Erica is over on Doug's live. I think Doug's going to be on for a little bit. I think we should go and raid Doug. What do you think, man?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna pop his at. Oh, look, JNow came back on another report. That's another account. That's nice. Bye, JNow. Thank you. I will grift all night long. I appreciate that. I'm gonna pop. That's Doug's at. Let's go raid Doug. We never get a chance to raid Doug. He's never on when we wrap up. So there you go. That's something fun. So go tell Doug that Nemo and I say hi. Let's go listen to him. I'm going to go catch an early flight, but I'm going to try to be on tomorrow night. So look out for me tomorrow night. And then hopefully mostly regular schedule this week, probably with the exception of New Year's, but I don't know. Who knows? We'll see what's up. So we'll talk to you guys then. Glad to be back. Keep an eye out for Nemo wherever he ends up tonight. And we will catch you guys later on. All right? Sound good? Deuces. Bye, guys.